at you with a fast one today. How fast? HoSpeed fast. What does that even mean?
Welcome to CK4RC.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chaz. This is CK4RC. This is the shiniest RC box I have ever seen in my life. Everything about this thing is reflective and holographic, and not just one side, but like the entire box is just so shiny. Speaking of this box, so this is a 114 4x4 brushless basher from, you might see HS. HoSpeed is also what they go by. Brushless power, if I didn't already say that. We've got a waterproof 50 amp ESC on here. Did I already say a brushless motor? Because I think that's like the third time I've already said that. And then it comes with, it's a modular battery pack. This says 7.4 volt. I didn't get that. I got the 11.1 volt 3S? That's what I got. This thing seems to be promising. Now, it is a pretty blatant ripoff here of a very familiar monster truck design. What are you going to do? It's not licensed, so it is what it is. 14 scale, so it's very similar to the Losi LMT Mini size, but this is independent suspension, not a straight axle. So it's not in the exact same class as the Losi LMT Mini. Also, this is brushless, and I'm pretty sure Losi is brushed. Anyway, polar lights is what it says on here. I don't even know why it says that, but that's what it says. So it's got an independent diff, a 2847 brushless motor, that's probably really good. Brushless motor. That's probably really good because, listen, I drive so bad, I'm going to do plenty of blushing because I'm not good. So I don't need my motor to blush. I'll handle that part. Waterproof ESC, already talked about that. We got a high torque steering servo. I'll be the judge of that. We'll see about that. Metal shock absorbers with adjustable strengths. Missing an H on there. That's fine. Metal steel CVD. Okay. Metal differential. Cool. Metal drive shaft and front pinion. Cool. Metal spur and main pinion. Cool. Full car ball bearings. Cool. This thing, it's got a wheelie bar. It's got body pins with tethers. That's the word I was looking for. 3-piece anti-detachment off-road wheels. So that's cool. And then here's the optional. Speed, 11.1 volt battery. So I did have that right for the 3S. I was drawing a blank off the top of my head. So it says up 30%. That's cool. It also says Hangling metal oil buffer. I don't know what that means either. But it also says up 30%. So is this thing going to be 60% better? Because that's two 30%, and then 30 plus 30 equals 60. That's how math works. Is any of this make sense? Oh, man. 2.4 gig remote system. Ka-ching! You know what I mean? Thank goodness for that. I was worried, but we got the 2.4 gig. Come on, stop putting it on boxes. It's not a selling point. All right. I think I've talked enough about this. Let's see what's in this box. Yeah, this stuff. Here's a monster truck. Oh, man. That thing looks pretty good. Suspension. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. So the stock version of this truck comes with a 7.4 volt 2S Li-ion battery. It does not come with a LiPo. It comes with a Li-ion. So I'm a little bit worried about that because LiPo, you just get more punch out of it. But I got the upgraded 11.1 volt 3S, like I've already said, so I'm pumped about that. I got two. It's a modular battery, and so I wanted more than one, so it came with two 3S batteries, and this one comes with oil shocks. If you get the base version with the 2S battery, it comes with just friction dampening shocks, and it's pretty springy. But having said, oh, you can hear the metal gears in here. That sounds pretty good. These tires, ooh, I don't know about these tires. So they're nice and squishy. That's cool. Nice chevron pattern on there. That's nice. They retain air pretty good. I can't tell if there's foams in here or if it's just air, but I think these are going to be pretty bouncy. I'm not sure how that's going to go whenever I'm trying to land jumps. So I don't know. We'll see. We got the little dude in here, so that's cool. Nice little interior action going on with the dude. We got the side pipes coming out the rear. Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, we've got the independent suspension with the A-arms and all that good stuff in the front and the back. Plastic A-arms. A little bit of flex in there, so that's probably a good thing. We got metal dog bones, so looking good there. The metal shocks, like we already talked about. Plastic chassis. The wheelie bar on there, that's cool. There's a little bit of flex on there as well. That's nice. Front bumper. Front bumper's kind of stiff. That's probably okay. I don't know. We'll see. What else we got? We got this funky looking transmitter. We already know it's 2.4 gigs, so that's cool. We got that. Nice. We got steering trim, steering dual rate, and speed. Make sure that thing is maxed out. Foam wheel, so cool. I like that. Trigger placement. It's a little bit cramped, but it's not too bad. I don't like this serpentine shape. Is that? Oh, can we start calling this that? Serpentine shape. Let's go with that. Whatever. It stands up. That's cool. I got 2 spare tires and wheels. That's awesome. Here's my 2 batteries with the USB charger, of course, and then I've got a Phillips screwdriver. Oh, no. It's all Phillips hardware, at least down here on the chassis and stuff anyway. Yeah, Phillips right here. That's usually not a good sign. Phillips hardware is usually a sign of just kind of a cheap way out. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. It's just the way it seems. More hobby grade, more quality, higher quality hobby grade stuff usually has hex hardware. Phillips hardware is usually a little bit of a red flag. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, everything I've seen so far is promising. So we got that right there. And we got another bag of goodies. Check this out. We've got extra body posts. We have extra A-arms. We have extra links. We have extra drive shafts, extra dog bones. Goodness gracious. Extra knuckles. They did not skimp on the bonus goods. So, HoSpeed, good on you. Now, all of this, and this was purchased, they didn't send this to me. This was purchased straight off Amazon. This package with everything included was $150 for a 14 scale 3S brushless basher that kind of looks like Son of a Digger or Grave Digger. I don't know. It's a Pioneer. It's like the first. So maybe it's a Grave Digger ripoff maybe. I don't know. Whatever. $150. The base model with the friction shocks and the 2S battery is $120. You cannot beat that. This isn't a mini. I mean, it's a mini because it's smaller than 10 scale, but this is 14 scale. This is a good sized truck. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Now let's go ahead. Here's the body clips with the tethers. Let's get those removed. You got 2 in the front, you got 2 in the back. Rip that bad boy off. Okay. You got the interior down here. You've got some nice plastic cage in here to help protect the body a little bit, keep it from cracking and breaking and shattering. And look in here. All right, so here's the battery tray. This clip right here. It's a proprietary modular battery that goes in here. The Dean's plug is like just stuck in there. So you're gonna have to use a Dean's plug. But like I said, it's that modular battery anyway. So that's why I went ahead. I got the dual pack because I don't want to have to deal with changing battery connectors and everything else. It's a modular. It's just going to slap right down in there. It's designed for this shape. So just for the ease and simplicity, that's what I did. You can do whatever you want. And then it's just got this little spinny clip right there that locks it in place. That's cool. We've got a 4,000 kV brushless motor in here with a warning because it's going to get hot. That's what it says. We got the nice little servo saver down here. That's probably a good thing. And then here's that 50 amp wireless ESC. receiver combo. So I'm pretty pumped about this thing. It claims it'll do 42 miles per hour on 3S. That's what it claims. What's this? Oh, it's for the lights in the bumper. Okay. That wire management is odd, but I don't know, whatever. 42 miles an hour out of the box on 3S is what it claims. They claim 32 miles per hour out of the box on the 2S battery. So either way, not bad speeds. If those are actual true speeds, I don't know. We'll see how it feels. But yeah, the only thing we got left to do is get this thing outside. Let's go. Right, let's get into this thing. For being rip-off livery, I mean, it still looks good. I actually like the skull with the horns on it. That's pretty cool, I think. I wonder if they call it Pioneer because it's designed after one of the pioneers in monster trucking. I don't know. Got a nice little dude in here. He's got like a tactical helmet on. He's coming straight from SEAL Team 6 to the Pioneer monster truck. Let's get these body clips undone. You got 2 up front, you got 2 in the back. Rip that thing off. There we go. This weird battery holder. You got the built-in Dean's plug right there. And then the good old 3S, it's a Li-ion, if I can get it to focus. Yep, Li-ion instead of LiPo. So, wish it was LiPo, but it's not, so what are you gonna do? All right, we got that in there. Smash this back on. Boom, there we go. Better tighten up those straps, little brother, because we're about to send it. Here we go. Let me get this on the clamp, so that way I can drive with 2 hands, because driving one hand is never good, and this thing has some power. All right, the steering trim's a little off. The steering dual rate is all the way maxed, and the speed is all the way maxed. There's the on button. There we go. Servo doesn't seem too bad. Not too bad. We got some lights on the bumper there. We've got a light bar up top, but they're not working, so not totally sure what's going on with that. I don't have any function buttons or anything on the transmitter. No extra channels. So maybe they're just not hooked in. That's probably what it was, because when I took the body off, I didn't plug anything in. So that's just me being stupid. Whatever, here we go. Yeah. Oh man. So it's not tracking right, so that's not cool. Maybe the steering trim, maybe they did have it dialed in a little bit. Yeah, that's way better now. It's going just a little bit there. There we go. I do want to be careful around all these other vehicles. It's probably not super smart, but what are you gonna do? The brakes are pretty decent. Yeah. There's a little bit of a wind up whenever you give it gas, but it will stand on that wheelie bar. I want to try to get it lined up so that way there's no cars in danger of being hit. Man, those gears, they just don't sound the healthiest whenever you go on the brakes, but I don't know, whatever. Here we go. Oh, that one just didn't hook up. I didn't get any kind of steering or any kind of wheelie. Ugh, that sound is not the best. Come on now, let's go. I'm not getting any hookup on these tires right now. There we go. Just got to ease on it a little bit, because if you get on it too quick, then it just spins. The range is getting a little weird on me here. Pretty solid brakes. I don't mind those at all. Let's go see if I can jump it off some curbs or something. And hopefully not smash the flagpole. That was awesome. Not sure if it'll do anything with the curb right here, with the parking curb. Ugh, I think the bumper's hitting just enough. Oh well. It's probably not real good on the front end, but it was worth a shot. Ugh. Will it self-rate? It won't self-rate. It's actually really stable though. Oof. Oh, that was brutal. Truck down. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. Yep, there it is. Found it. It's just bouncing all over off-road. It's not handling the bumps very well at all. Oof. Oh. It's just a small little bump, and it really just threw it for a loop. Surprises me because it's been really good so far. It just threw a rock at me. That's not cool. Kind of a jerk thing to do. Front tire's looking a little wobbly. Man, the steering is not the best under throttle. Oof. Gosh. It's not absorbing these bumps very well, I'll tell you that. But it's taken the punishment. I'll give it all the credit for that. Come on, let's go check this HoSpeed. Man, if I smoke that planter, that would be so bad. There we go. Now we're getting some power down. Yeah, we are getting some good power down here. All right, well, the only thing left now is to get out some ramps. So here we go. Of course, I've got the Vector XL from Crawler Tracks to go bashing with, so let's hit it. I wonder if that front tire's coming unglued. Oh no! Oh, probably shouldn't have let off the throttle like that. That was horrible driving. All right, we're still running. Is that tire? No, it's just scuffed. Just scuffed. Ugh. Oh. Tried to get a little bit of a cycle. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm good. I thought I was just seeing some three-wheel action there, but nope. Tried to get a cyclone going to save it, but it just didn't happen. This thing has some nice power on it. Oh! That's not good on the Vector XL. I really thought I had it lined up on that one. Some damage done. That's all right. You're okay. Here we go. Well, I hit the ramp right that time. Nice square hit. I just didn't pay attention to controlling it in the air. That's probably a problem. There we go. Oh! The Vector XL didn't survive that one. That's real bad. That's okay, we got the backflip ramped. Oh my gosh. I almost landed a double backflip right off the bat. I should probably note that the Vector XL is not made for 14 scale brushless trucks. So let me be very clear. That is not a failure on the ramp's part. That is a complete failure on my part. All right, see if we can line it up again here. Oh, it's just not absorbing the jumps very well. 1.5 backflip. Okay, finally landed something at least. Oh, could have done a double. Tried the brakes to land a single. Didn't get that one either. There we go. It's a double with a corkscrew. That's cool. Man, just taking it easy off the ramp. It just is not the easiest to control there. There we go. Also, the ramp being shredded is not ideal. Yeah, 2 backs and a corkscrew. There we go, get a little bit of power down to the rear wheels. Man, it just does not want to turn when it's got power. Ouch. That's not what I was going for. Oh man, that was so much fun. I had to go for a wardrobe change because my CK4RC shirt from Only RCs is a fantastic shirt, and you should go to Only RCs and check that stuff out. But I kind of did a disservice to crawler tracks with the way that I just completely abused and obliterated that Vector XL. Now, let me be very clear. That carnage is not an indication of the crawler tracks product. That is a indictment of my stupidity and my poor driving. That's what that is. That Vector XL was already compromised whenever I took the, what was it? Whenever I took the Rolarlo Rogue One and ran it into the side of it, that it still held up. And then I took another 3S brushless basher off of it, and I didn't line it up right and just crushed it. So, having said all that, gotta rep crawler tracks. They've been awesome to me. And whenever I sent a picture to Sam, I was like, dude, I kind of wrecked this one. He was like, what parts do you need? I'll send them out to you. I've got a whole nother ramp, so I really don't need the parts. But just that kind of a response, that's the kind of service that you're going to get from Crawler Treks. So there's a little plug. They've been awesome to me too. That's why I've got them on my banner back here. I've got Only RCs, I've got Crawler Treks, because both of those companies have been phenomenal partners for me. Go to their websites. I've got discount codes. Save money. Get good stuff. Save money. You know the deal. Do those things because it's worth it. Now, on to this guy. The HoSpeed Pioneer. I want to show you. So we've got some scuffs on the battery, or on the body here, but there's no cracks. I don't think there's any creases, but if I take off the battery clips, or the body clips, you can see these tiny little creases where it kind of folded. And the clips held in. These clips did not come loose a single time, and I wiped out a lot. Like, a lot. But anyway, this thing held up. Now, did it reach the 42 mile per hour claimed speed on the box? I did not take a speedometer. I'm actually working on getting a better speedometer than what I have, but I don't have it yet, and I didn't take one with me. I do not believe it hit 42 miles per hour. My Relarlo Rogue One will do around 45 or 46 miles per hour, and this one was not quite that fast. So I don't think it was at 42. It may have been upper 30s, but I also didn't have as much space as I really would have liked to run this thing. Usually that parking lot is a lot clearer than what it was tonight. For some reason, it was really busy. So I didn't really get a chance to get it totally wound up. And there's not an instant transfer of power. It takes a second for the motor to wind up and really like get to speed. So I'm not sure that 42 miles per hour is an accurate claimed speed, but it is super quick, super fast, so much fun. It pushes real bad whenever you're trying to turn, so just be advised, if you go with the 3S route, it's kind of overpowered, and it pushes real bad, so you're going to need a very wide turning radius. So there's the goods and the bads. Super durable, super affordable, super fast, so much fun, indestructible. Sam, I'm so sorry about the ramp. But like I said, I want to be very clear. That's completely my fault. That is not any fault of the Vector XL. That's totally on me. So anyway, that's the video for today. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Have you seen these trucks before? Are you curious about them after seeing this review? What do you think? What do you think of the livery? I know what I think. First of all, the graphics, they look good on here. So I'm not going to act like the graphics look bad. I'm not crazy about the ripoff. I'm not. But having said that, they made it look nice. So it's whatever. But what do you think? Drop your comment down below. Hit that quadfecta for me. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Keep doing RC stuff. And I'll see you next time. Big time thank you to my members and channel partners, and if you would like to join the ranks, click on that join button for exclusive content, never before seen videos, early access to videos, and other exclusive content, pictures, polls, and having an active voice in what comes next on the channel. So appreciate the support. Click on that join button, and thank you so much to the channel members.